Did USA just release fully functioning female robots? America has long been a forerunner in several other revolutions: industrial, technological, and digital. But just how prepared is the United States for the robotic revolution? Let's find out. Above the average. The world's average robot density is 74 robots per 10,000 employees, according to the World Robot Statistics. With 189 robots per 10,000 employees, the US sits comfortably above the average. However, despite welcoming robotics to automotive production lines as early as the 1960s, the nation is still perceived as keeping automation at arm's length. In 2016, the country began to climb the robot density ranks, and today we rank 7th in the world, behind South Korea, Singapore, Germany, Japan, Sweden, and Denmark. This figure has been significantly boosted by the necessary modernization of U.S. production facilities, as well as a growing demand for products made in the U.S. What's more, robot sales in the U.S. are expected to increase by at least 15% per year between now and 2024. Put simply, the market is showing no signs of slowing down. Despite the rapid uptake in automation, more than 70% of Americans still express wariness and concern about the rise of robots in our workplaces. Perhaps they have read the report by the McKinsey Global Institute stating that 73 million current U.S. jobs could be replaced by automation by 2030. This sounds threatening, but is the robot revolution really such a bad thing? Maybe not. Arguably not. Consider this as an example. A manufacturer that saves money on labor by using automation has two options: lower product prices or generate more profit. Both outcomes can result in increased investment, higher demand, and, in turn, more opportunity for employment. This isn't just theoretical. In Europe, the Spark Research Project is a partnership scheme set to increase Europe's robotic adoptions. It's estimated that it will help create 240,000 jobs on the continent as a result of implementing and maintaining automated processes. Amazon also provides a U.S. example of this phenomenon, albeit in warehousing rather than manufacturing. Over 3 years, the company increased the number of robots in its storerooms from 1,400 to a colossal 45,000. During the same period, the rate at which the company hires workers did not slow, as the company's capacity also increased due to automation. Increased use of robots forces a shift from manually intensive labor to jobs that require human skills, skills that robots cannot replicate. Rather than overseeing repetitive manufacturing tasks, such as the pick and place and assembly processes usually associated with SCARA robots, increased automation can let workers manage more complex roles. America not shying away. America didn't shy away from spearheading the industrial, technological, or digital revolutions. As a nation, it cannot ignore the growing implications of failing to adopt today's robotics and automated technologies. The U.S. needs to further embrace the robotics technology or risk getting left behind in the global manufacturing race. However, during the last 10 years, fast and furious advancements have still sprung forth from every corner of the American robotics industry, touching just about every aspect of humankind, from business and travel to defense and public safety. And yet, as we unpack this last decade in robotics, what are the robots that really stood out? Which ones leaped out at us from the text in web pages and newspapers to transcend the industry and make us gasp with wonder and amazement? Let's hear it. The Curiosity rover. Over 50 years after humanity went to the moon, we still look up at the stars in awe and wonder, seeking out the mysteries of the universe. Back in 2012, the Curiosity rover from NASA brought the universe a little bit closer to all of us with its momentous touchdown on the GALE crater on Mars. The landing helped reinvigorate interest in the red planet all over the Earth, and in the years since the rover's landing, it has provided the scientific community with a memorable catalog of scientific discoveries and insights. In 2020, the news from Curiosity continued, filled with selfie photos too. DJI MAVIC and Phantom. Drones, and the various ethical and practical questions surrounding them, dominated much of the robotics conversations in the 2000s. Of all the drones produced in the decade, the DJI duo of the MAVIC and Phantom remain the standard bearers for the consumer market. These portable, impeccably designed drones brought these robots' power to a broader audience, for better or for worse. Spot and the Boston Dynamics Robot Stable. The hub of the United States is also the consumer robot hub. Boston Dynamics became one of the most innovative companies across any industry with their rollout of Spot, a versatile, useful, and adorable robot dog that captivated the world when released. Spot, along with their other standouts like Atlas, showed a fascinated public that the world of robotics is closer to everyday life than anyone ever thought. Robonaut, R2 and R5. An entire generation grew up thinking of the evil HAL from 2001 when it came to technology in space. NASA's Robonauts, the R2 and R5 models, went a long way to making space tech-friendly again. R2 blasted off in 2011 and helped out with menial tasks aboard the International Space Station. R5 went to another peak for space robotics, giving the robot the ability to walk and perform even more high-tech missions. ANKI COZMO and Vector. These adorable robots from ANKI are the gold standard for robotic household pets for the family. COZMO is the one for kids, with a personality geared towards fun and development and the soul of a Pixar character. Vector is more of a rolling Alexa or Siri-style personal assistant device. Both of them made robotics around the household seem as familiar as a blender, alarm clock, or vacuum cleaner. Also notable with the ANKI COZMO and Vector, the resurrection story of the product, which went from bankruptcy in 2019 to rebirth in 2020. LEGO MINDSTORMS EV3. STEM education is the buzzword for the next generation of young minds, and robots are a key teaching tool for kids everywhere. The best example of an educational robot for these future rock stars? The LEGO MINDSTORMS EV3, an immensely popular and immensely accessible robot released in 2013. Who knows what kinds of innovations this incredible robot inspired? Mayfield Robotics Curry. Mayfield Robotics unveiled the intelligent Curry robot at the CES 2017 trade show in Las Vegas. Characterized by personality, awareness, and mobility, the robot is said to add a spark of life to any home. The SmartBot can understand context and surroundings, recognize specific people, and respond to questions with facial expressions, head movements, and unique sounds. Sourcing the many beloved robots of popular culture like R2-D2 and WALL-E, this mechanical buddy can also be defined by its adorable personality and extraordinary connectivity abilities. Stanford University Snake Robot. Stanford University researchers have developed a snake-like robot that grows like a vine by squeezing through hard-to-reach places. The sole aim of the prototype is to act as a search and rescue device, moving through rubble and small openings in order to reach trapped survivors by delivering them water. The snake starts as a rolled-up inside-out tube with a pump on one end and a camera positioned on the other side. Once initiated, the device inflates and grows in the direction of the camera, while the other side stays the same. FESTO Octopus Gripper. Just like an octopus has no hard skeleton and is made almost entirely of soft muscle, FESTO has applied this concept to soft robotics. The resulting creation is the Octopus Gripper robotic arm, a flexible, silicone structure fitted with 2 rows of suction cups, just like its natural model. The Octopus Gripper robot is the latest work of the company's Bionic Learning Network, a series of robots that use biology as a model, copying the grip mechanisms of different animals. Once compressed air has been applied and the tentacle curls inward, it wraps around the object in question in a gentle, if a little creepy, manner, where a vacuum is used to its suction cups. Boston Dynamics Handle. The Google-owned robotics firm Boston Dynamics released a video of their latest creation, which goes by the name of Handle. Unlike some of the company's previously showcased robots that stand up on either 2 or 4 legs like Spot Mini, Handle navigates on 2 small wheels. The undeniably human-like bot can roll back and forth, go down steps, spin in circles, jump, squat, and pick up crates. Furthermore, it can also navigate down snowy hills and perform stunts that seem more suited to a pro skateboarder than a research robot. That is all for today, folks. See you another time.